Oh, darn it. Okay. I think I got this set up right. I'm not sure. Hey, somebody's here. I'm trying to get my computer to link up so I can see every comment. So I'm still in the process. But hey, how you doing? I didn't catch your name. I am so sorry. That is bad of me. Hey, people. I am doing well. Indiana. Ooh, I've driven through there though. Hey, Sheila. I'm trying to read the comments as they come because I couldn't get. I don't know what's going on with my computer. I tried to switch over to a different account so I can watch what was going on, and none of my information is saved on my computer because it does um, a cleanup every so often. So I'm sorry. I will try to get your comments as quickly as possible. Yes, Jessica, you finally got me live. I decided to do just an impromptu because a lot of good things have been going on. Today's been very good. I got the guest room set up for my sister-in-law, who should arrive Tuesday. The all the a lot of stuff got delivered to Goodwill, clothing-wise. Um, we put up an ad on AOL to tell people that we had a queen size mattress set that we wanted to get rid of, and the person who wanted it just came by, picked the mattress set up, an old, well, it's old but it's still usable um, room uh, air purifier. Excuse me, the words got lost in my brain. So yeah, it's been a good day. I've gotten rid of stuff that we've been wanting to get rid of for a while. I've gotten a room cleaned up for somebody who's going to be here for long term. I don't know how long she plans on being, but you know, hey, however long she wants to be here. Yes, it feels very good, Sheila. I feel very great and energized now that I got rid of some stuff. I'm just hoping I can go to bed at a decent hour because tomorrow I have to go back to work, or not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. Tomorrow I have to get up at least 6 o'clock in the morning so I can be ready for Monday morning. Um, so I'm just kind of like, yay. So, excuse me. Um, any questions that I might be able to answer if they don't go by too fast on my phone because, you know, I don't have anything to look at on my computer. Did you check? I'm sorry, Amy. That went by a little bit a little quick. I'm not going to be able to answer questions if I can't see what they are. Um, give me a second, folks, because I really should have tried to look at a different account. I'm wondering if I can do it. Mm, just give me a second. I am so sorry, folks. Nope, can't do it that way. Hooey. Chrome buttons. Um, Jerry is not on with us today. Otherwise, I'd ask her for an account. Let's see if I can bug her. Bugger. Excuse me, folks. I don't mean to be this way. I really don't. trying to find one of my other old accounts. That does not compute. I'm sorry, folks. So you don't know how long? No, I do not know how long Julie will be here because I'm not that I'm not part of that little conversation or anything like that. It's more along the lines of that's really in between um, yeah, it's between Mom and Jerry. Please don't tell me somebody messed me over here. I am really sorry, folks. I did not really plan this. I was just way too excited to remember Diddly Squat. Phooey. Nope, I'm not going to be able to do it the way I want it to. Or maybe I can. I just got, well, no, you know what? I'm already into the video, and I don't want to play with the computer, so I will try my best to read those. But I didn't want to stay on too long because I wanted to spend my hour before going to bed or whatnot with Jerry. Maybe I should have just done a video. I don't know, but I just wanted to jump on here, see how everybody was doing, let everybody know what's been going on, and try to answer some questions. But yeah, that did not work out so well. Let me try one more thing. I'm sorry, folks, but the week has been going very well, and I am so happy for it because there's been a lot of things going on here at our house that has been a little so it's been one of those, okay, why is it this way? Oh, that's not gonna work. You gotta do this right, otherwise it's not gonna work very well. Why do I feel like that account got wiped out? Okay. I have to figure that out some other day because it's just going to cause me frustration. And I don't want to do that on a live video. So, I was asking for the, oh man. But hey, you know, life goes on, technical problems in the whole 9 yards. So, let's see if that works. What? Alright, well, I'm going to, no. I ain't going to worry about that no more. How is Jerry-Ann? Well, right now we are still in the same place we were before Friday. We don't have the test results back. So we're still waiting for the test results back before we can determine how things are going. But other than that, Jerry is trying to take one day at a time. Literally, one day at a time. Because I, like her, I can only do so much with what information I have. And since I don't have all my information, there's not much we can do but sit here and hope. And, you know, what's the saying? Geez, I can't even think of it now. Hope for the best. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst, I guess. I can't remember that saying, so I'll just. Um, Let me see here. Work is still going well. Yes, work is still going well. Faith, hope, and prayer. Yeah, that's another good one. That's another good one. Um, so that's basically what we're doing is we're just trying to wait for the doctors to give us more information and then plan what we're going to do next, you know, or whatever. The good thing is Julie will be here Tuesday to start helping with Jerry. Um, don't know what time Tuesday. We got an email earlier, which was probably around, I don't know, 11 a.m., telling us Jerry is eating is so hard. Okay, I don't know why eating is so hard, but Julie was leaving Vegas this morning, and she's got a partner to help her drive as far as Kansas City, and then the partner is going to jump on a plane in Kansas City to go back to Vegas, because by the time they hit Kansas City, that's going to be like Sunday, Monday, and they got to go be back. I guess whoever it is might have to be back to work by a certain time. I meant waiting is hard. Yes, waiting is hard. I'm not a patient person, so me waiting for certain things that I know are supposed to be either coming in the mail or forthright or whatever is kind of like, I can't wait. I need to know now. So, yeah. Um, Sorry, I keep on looking at my big clock behind me. I should angle my phone so I can see that big clock. Um, have you thought any more what you're doing? I'm sorry I missed the other comment after that one, but Sheila, what I plan on doing with my channel, hopefully after this weekend or next weekend, I have to finish up in my office so I can sit down and plan out what I want to do in the future. I think once I get done with American Cozy, which I actually might try to read some more of it tonight, once I'm done with American Cozy, I'm either going to write a list of all the things that I could be going forward with on in my channel and make a decision from that list, because I've got, off the top of my head right now, about um, 5 to 6 books that I could be reading. Of course, I could decide not to worry about what 5 or 6 books to read next. I could just go straight to, um, well, actually, I think part of my problem with planning on what I'm doing next is I'm thinking Sundays are going to be comprised mostly of um, Bible study chats, and that way those who don't want to listen to me speak about what I feel the Bible is saying to me and how it might affect others, um, that way the people who don't want to listen to that can just not watch my channel on Sunday, and then Monday through Friday or not Monday through Friday, Monday through Saturday will be, I don't know, it might be Nordic history, it might be, whatever I choose to pick. So, yeah, Jessica, I think it's a good idea to leave Bible chat or Bible study on like Sunday, which most people consider to be the proper day for anything religious, Christian or otherwise, or mostly Christian. But like I said, I'm thinking that Monday through Friday I will Monday through ow ah sorry, I just bit my cheek. Monday through Saturday I'll probably just pick something different. Can long understand? I'm sorry, Amy, I didn't quite catch that. So I apologize. if I had my other YouTube channel, or not channel, a YouTube name for watching the comments, I'd be able to see that comment. Hopefully, when I get this downloaded and edited, I will go back and look at the other. I'll look at the comments and try to answer them wholeheartedly, since a lot of the answers I'm giving are quick. But yeah, Sunday will be Bible study. The rest of the week will be, I don't know what. So, um, I will look at my other books and decide from them. Um, I might do, if I go if I were to think about it right now, I'd probably go and watch, or not watch, read Sansun's Art of War, and maybe discuss some of it. To me, it's an interesting book because if you've ever studied military history or lived in the military life or world, however you want to put it, Sansun's Art of War is kind of like something a lot of military personnel study in basic or advanced training, depending on what they're doing for advanced training. So, hi, sorry I can't see your name because looks like Mandy. Hopefully that's right. Um, but yeah, as for what I'm gonna do after American Cozy, I know what I'm gonna do one day, and the other days I gotta figure out. Yep, hope you're having a great weekend. You know what, Mandy? I'm having a great weekend. I mean, I got the guest room cleaned up for my sister-in-law, who should be here Tuesday. I got rid of a whole bunch of stuff, mostly clothing items that were taken to Goodwill, and the extra queen size bed that we have no use for nor space for right now has been given away. The couple that needed it for uh, another person that's now living in their home took it and the old um, air filter system. Um, yes, I'm still decluttering, but I got a lot of stuff moved out. In fact, the only thing I really have to do left in the guest room is take a lot of the old um, electronic boxes that we still have the electronics, but we're keeping the boxes just for, I don't know why, but I have a box full of electronic old iPhones, earbuds, tablets. Um, I forgot what else is in there that we were putting in the guest room armoire, and it's going to be removed so my sister-in-law can use it. Did you get rid of the stack of? I'm sorry. Yeah, we got. I'm not sure what that was, but can you donate clothes? Yes, We gave 3 bags went to a friend of ours, and the rest of it, which was like maybe 9 to 10 other bags, were taken to Goodwill. Um, so, yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing for the most part. Homeless shelter. I probably could have done that, but I didn't know of any homeless shelters here in Rolla. Um, and it was kind of hard to find online, so I just said, you know what, I'll take it to Goodwill. Um, I think probably come closer to winter time, we'll probably be doing some decluttering of winter clothing and give those to the homeless. Um, yes, Julie is coming here to basically help me not be so stressed when I come home from work, help take care of Jerry and all that stuff. Let's see. Sounds like it was a very productive day. Yes, it was a very productive day. Um, Julie is coming here to basically, while I'm at work, you know, take care of Jerry's needs, make sure she eats, gets lunch and whatnot. Maybe help with some of the some of the lightweight house chores. I don't expect Julie to do anything. If she chooses to cook for everybody, that would be great. Um, I just hope there won't be an issue with food between mom and Julie because one, mom's very picky, and if mom decides she don't like what's being served for dinner, she'll make herself spam sandwich. Um, and I know Julie can be somewhat mm, she's not really difficult to deal with, but she can be somewhat like, well, it kind of runs in Jerry's side of the family stubborn. Um, those of you who watched a lot of Jerry's videos, you can know how Jerry can be when it comes to certain things. But that's one of the things I like about Julie is she won't put up with Jerry's BS. How's mom doing? Mom has actually been helping get waters and whatnot for Jerry when necessary. She goes in there once in a while to check. Do you need lunch? Do you need waters? Is there anything I can do for you? Sorry, I just missed that last comment, so I'm sorry. But like I said, I will try to read the comments later and answer them. But yeah, everything's starting to kind of fall in place. I mean, Julie's coming to deal with Jerry and all her medical appointments and needs. And I read on Jerry's phone a message between her and Julie that Julie basically said, "You know, when I get there, your ass is mine." And I just kind of like, "Okay, good, good. I can come home and relax." So, um, but I'm kind of leaving Jerry in Julie's hands for the most part when Julie gets here because Monday through Friday, I come home just dogging it, like literally just like, oh, I've got until 8 o'clock before I go and fall asleep, and so let's see what I can do for decompressing for a few minutes, and then after that, so I don't have to worry about coming home and going, oh, gotta decompress and I gotta make food and all that fun stuff. Can you get things you know your mom like? Yes. Um, Mom, for the most part, if you don't like, she'll eat just about any kind of meat product as long as it's not the same thing from the day before. Like she doesn't like eating the same meat product or entree. This, like if like tomorrow we're gonna have pork chops, so she's not gonna want pork chops for at least 2 to 3 days. So as long as it's not the same basic thing over and over again, the same meat products and whatnot, um, mom will be fine as long as it's not heavily spiced. Like I'll tell Julie, if you're gonna cook for all of us, make sure whatever spices you're gonna use does not touch mom's food because mom won't. She'll either complain about it or eat what little she wants, and then later on that evening make a ham sandwich or a spam sandwich or whatever. Um, so it's going to be kind of like one of those. Um, how do I put it? Julie's not used to our eating habits type deal, and being in the empty nester, I'm pretty sure she wants to make anything and everything just to satisfy our food needs. And I know Julie is, going to be cooking healthy foods for Jerry and whatnot, and the rest of us. And mom, as long as mom's meat is not spiced or mixed in with the main dish that has a lot of vegetables and things that mom kind of will turn her nose up at for no reason without trying it. I've been trying to get mom to like, mom, try it before you decide. Problem is, a lot of times with mom, once she makes a decision about something, um, that's it. There's no changing her mind, even before she eats it for the first time. So it's kind of like, can't do that no more, ma. I mean, if we're all gonna be eating healthy, we can't be just like, oh, it looks weird, or oh, you cooked it with, you know. She's been trying a lot of the foods that I was making using the Nordic Way diet, and I still use some of those recipes and whatnot. So, yeah, there's certain things in those recipes that I won't even touch because I'm not a big fan of certain kinds of foods. Don't stress you're on. Don't stress, you're on here. I didn't quite understand that, but yeah, I'm not stressing. I really, I'm actually very excited today. Your mom sounds like my. Yeah. Um, we've gotten mom to be able to eat like roasted Brussels sprouts or um, certain steamed vegetables like broccoli, carrots. She will not eat cauliflower, and I don't blame her. Um, we have riced cauliflower, which I will eat to a certain extent. Um, I think most of her appointments right now are here in Rolla. I think there's just one that I know of that she'll have to go to St. Louis for, and I'm not going to be able to take that day off. At least I don't think so. But Julie will be here in time to take her. How do you roast Brussels sprouts? Oh, basically we take a baking sheet, line it with foil, smear it with bacon grease, put some chopped up bacon on the pan with the Brussels sprouts on top, and give it a good spraying of olive oil with a olive oil spray, and just throw them in the oven. I don't remember temp or time because that was Jerry Ann's deal. But yeah, they come out great. I mean, you've got like the Brussels sprouts and the bacon and the bacon grease and the sea salt, and that's about it. You know, bacon grease, Brussels sprouts cut in half or a quarter, depending on how big the Brussels sprout is, and I think it's like 350 for like 15 to 20 minutes or something like that. You know, are there somewhat? They can be somewhat crunchy. They're definitely very firm. The outer leaves, if they're cooked to a certain point, will be crunchy. The bacon will definitely be crunchy. So it really depends on how long you cook the Brussels sprout. You don't want to cook them to the point where the outer leaves are turning black, but you want to cook them enough where the outer leaves are starting to dry and give a little bit of a curl without turning black. They might turn light to medium brown. I like them. They add a different flavor. Um, Otherwise, if it's me doing Brussels sprouts, it's steamed Brussels sprouts with butter and everything but the bagel seasoning. I've done that with Brussels sprouts. I've done that with broccoli. You know, you cook your broccoli or your Brussels sprout, you put a big slab of butter in there, sprinkle a bunch of everything but the bagel seasoning, and stir. Boom, you've got a vegetable most people like. You know, some people might go, "Ooh, it's green." Try it, you might like it. What's all that stuff on top? Seasoning. Try it, you might like it. You know, but Jerry likes the everything but the bagel seasoning on her cauliflower with butter. So yes, that seasoning is great on everything, for as I'm concerned. Um, yeah. I'll tell you what, I don't know about avocado, because I'm not a big fan of avocado. Mm-mm. If it's green and that mushy, something's wrong with it. I'm sorry, but for the people who live in New York, and I think Sheila Hall is one of those people. If you've ever lived in New York and gotten a New York City bagel, I don't know what it is. It's got to be something to do with the water or something like that. But I when I was living in New York bagel, I'd go to one of our local bagel shops. Oops, sorry, my lights are dying and my camera, my computer just went. Ew, it's a little bright. Sorry, let's not make it so bright. Okay. There we go. I would tell the digital assistant to turn on our living room lights, but I don't want everybody's digital assistant to go off. So, um, yeah, it's one of the reasons why I didn't say her name. But um, I used to go to the bagel shop when we were in New York and get like a dozen variety of bagels, and they would put all the bagels in the same bag. So you get your egg bagel, your plain bagel, your sesame bagel, your sea salt bagel, your raisin cinnamon bagel, and you get them home. And if you got yourself an everything, but everything bagel, which is basically all the different seasonings from all the different types of bagels, the salt, the poppy seed, the sunflower, the garlic, the onion, all the different flavors from all the different bagels. But if you get an everything bagel and put it in that bag, by the time you got home with that bag of bagels, you'd open up that bag and it's like, you can smell the onion and the garlic. And you grab your regular plain egg bagel and cut it open and put your cream cheese or your egg, because I used to make those with egg sandwiches and eat that. You can still taste all the flavors, except for some reason, if you order a, oops, sorry, if you order a raisin bagel or cinnamon raisin bagel, they make sure that bagel is in a separate bag away from the everything bagel, because I, tr- I tell you what, you accidentally put a certain kind of flavoring like your cinnamon raisin bagel in with the everything bagels. It tastes a little funky. You get that cinnamon, you get that raisin, then you get the garlic and the onion and all that stuff. Absolutely love bagels. Yes, Delisa. I wish I can get a family member to come down here from New York and bring New York bagels. Last time they came down for Jan's birthday, they brung like, I don't know, must have been like 4 or 5 dozen bagels of various varieties, including one that I never saw before, which was a rainbow bagel. It literally looked like a rainbow, and it had all these different flavors. It had like, well, it tasted like almost like a plain bagel, but it just had a little bit of hint of something else in there, like lemon or something like that. But it was like that's cool. Um, but we took about, well, we left 1 dozen out to be eaten, or we left most of them out to be eaten while everybody was here. But whatever was left over, we put in 4 in a gallon-sized bag, and we had like maybe, I don't know how many gallon-sized bags full of bagels in the freezer for almost a year. 'Cause that's how long they lasted. You want a bagel? Go in the freezer, open up the bag with the bagel you want, pull out that bagel, stick it on the counter. Within 24 hours, it was fresh, brand new, tasted like it just came from the bagel store. And I was like, oh man, no preservatives, no artificial stuff. It was like New York bagel. Can't get enough of those. I mean, if I ever went back to New York, it would be mostly from. Lisa is not in New York. Lisa is actually in Texas. Um, but if anybody said, how much money would it take for you to go back to New York? And I said, well, what am I going back to New York for? And if they said, oh, just to pick up your favorite foods, I'd be like, a plane trip and all the food that I want to bring home, you purchase that. That's all it will take for me to go back to New York. You know, say that I'm going there for 48 hours to jump on a plane, get there. From the time I get off the plane to the time I have to go back on a plane to come home, 48 hours. Pack up all the foods you want, put it in a, actually, I wouldn't take a plane with food. I would rather do a road trip, because road trip is, well, let's see here. Last time me and Jerry drove up there was almost 16 hours. Can family mail you some to freeze? Mm, Unfortunately, no. Because unless my family can either find a way to freeze dry the bagels, by the time they got here to my house by plane or by delivery service, they'd be rotten. They'd be no good. They'd either be rotten or hard as a rock. So no, unfortunately, that wouldn't work. We did try that once. Post office denied the delivery because it was food substance. has a chance of rotting unless you freeze dry. Ship it in a freeze dried container, which means it costs you more money. So no, but yeah, if I can get my sister-in-law, either Alicia or Janie, to come out here via a road trip, or actually my sister-in-law Alicia, who brung us the bagels, also brung us like airtight food containers of our favorite foods from the Island Park Chinese restaurant. And because it was frozen in her freezer overnight and then packed away the next day before or the morning of the trip. And got here, they were in. She had them in like lock and lock or airtight containers with a bag wrapped around it, taped closed, um, and brung us like um, all different kinds of foods that we like from the Chinese restaurant. Let's see how many thumbs up we guys. I appreciate that, but it's not necessary. I do what I do because I love doing it. Um, Getting here late. What did I miss? Well, I'll catch up real quick. Very productive, very busy day. Got rid of a bunch of clothes that we were holding in a storage facility. Got rid of the queen size mattress, an old air purifier, and talked about my sister in law coming to help take care of Jerry. While I also talked about foods from New York that I would basically go to New York to get for free as long as somebody was paying the plane ticket and the shipping fee for the food. You know, but yeah, I don't see that happening in quite some time. Um, that's just because of the way things are. But that was everything in a nutshell. What type of food do you cook at your job? Um, Mediterranean style food, basically. You know, gyros and things of that nature. I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't want to um, not only get myself in trouble but cause problems for my employer. But most of the foods that I deal with are Mediterranean. Of course, I would love to open up a venue of my own there on campus with German or Norwegian style foods. Um, yeah, I got my guest room set up for my sister-in-law. All I have to do is make the bed, vacuum the floors, and get some last-minute stuff out of there. Um, Most of the recipes that have here at home are not Mediterranean. They're either American or European of one form or another. A bunch of German cookbooks, one or two Nordic style cookbooks, a whole bunch of different recipes that have been tried over the years. Some recipes that my mom remembered that my dad had. Um, there's one recipe that she never got to write down, but I came very, very close to, and one of them is a Korean dish called it's going to sound weird, but I don't know how to pronounce the actual Korean word for it. But loosely translated means cow pot. It's basically beef, rice, vegetables, eggs, um, soy sauce, um, and that kind of thing. The other one is from the Philippines called bulgogi, which we can get from one of our local fast food Chinese restaurants here in town. So mom's happy when we order that for her. And that's just um, shaved beef, like pork, or not pork, excuse me, a shaved beef roast, sugar, water, soy sauce, and onions, and shallots. Um, Sorry, I didn't get that last message. I'm really I will read that later when I finish this and read through the comments later. But I like to cook. Um, I'm not the best. I'm not a professional. I do the best I can with cookbooks. Professionals and chefs can basically pop a recipe out of their brain like there's no tomorrow. So you know, but I'm hoping once Julie gets here that on the weekends, especially, since the weekdays won't be so hard, and who knows how much. Well, I'm pretty sure Julie will volunteer to help me with cleaning and fixing up the house. But I know Julie, she won't put up with Jerry's stuff. She'll take Jerry to the doctor's appointment, make sure she does everything the doctor wants her to do, all that fun stuff. Um, as Julie said in a text message, is once I get up there, your ass is mine. And when I saw that, I just kind of went, mm-hmm. I know Julie will not put up with that, none of Jerry's um, belly aching. That in fact, I know Julie. She'll be like, Jim just got home from work. Leave him alone. Let him be for a little while, and then ask him questions. Besides, most of what Jerry usually asks me to do, Julie can do before I even get home, which will be, great for me. Um, and I think it would be good for her too, because I think there's a lot of things, um, commonality wise, or not commonality wise, but certain things that Jerry needs that only a sibling can give. Sisters are wonderful. Yeah, sisters can be great. Um, I'm thankful I get along with all my sister-in-laws. Um, the only issue I have with my sister-in-laws, and luckily I haven't had to deal with it that much um, since we moved out here, is two of my sister-in-laws do not get along, and one of the things I said to Jerry when she was asking me about having Julie come out to help her with whatever I can't do, or whatever she needs a person to do for her while I'm at work or whatever. The only thing I said is, hey, any one of your sisters that want to come out and spend time here to help you with medical appointments and all that stuff, so I don't have to take. So one, I don't have to take time off of work, and two, I don't have to worry about being burnt out, basically. And basically, I said, as long as the two of you can get along and there's no arguing and no yelling and causing mom problems, causing me problems, anybody who's willing to come and stay here and help take care of you, Jerry, um, is more than welcome. I usually get along with most everybody, because usually either A, I keep to myself, or B, we're having fun, you know, board games, card games. I sit here and listen to them, yak back and forth about their childhood and all that fun stuff. And last time Julie was actually out here, my other sister-in-law Janie was here for, was it Thanksgiving before Jared turned 50. So almost 2 years ago. There's a lot of drunkenness, so to say, which I thought was kind of fun, to sit here and have my own little drink while the three of them were sitting at the dining room table talking away. But I love my family. I love the only member that I truly have, well, direct family member, in other words, brother-in-law, or yeah, that I have some issues with. Well, I should say, some issues, was my brother-in-law. Yeah, but I think distance gives you the chance to, when you come together for whatever reason. Of course, last time we came together was my younger brother-in-law's funeral. Everything was very dulcet and more focused on the situation at hand than poking jabs at whatever at each other. Um, but that's family for you. You know, you got the good, you got the bad, and you got to find a way to, get along sometimes. But anyhow, I know I've been having trouble reading questions, especially when they're like right on top of each other. Um, so, hello, Harley. I'm the only one here. Jerry is on her phone talking away with probably her sister or one of her besties, which is fine. She's probably talking to Julie because Julie's on the road right now, heading this way. Excuse me. But I'm probably going to be getting off here in about 5 to 10 minutes, so I can have some downtime, enjoying, well, either enjoying a movie with Jerry or just sitting there talking. Um, but yeah, today's been quite productive, I think. Um, I don't know how many of you just came on here. Um, if you need a recap, just let me know so I can tell you. But um, okay, Jessica, I hug her every night before going to bed, so that's not a problem. Um, last chance for. Well, not really last chance. I mean, I have until Tuesday, but all right, Harley, I'll give you a real quick recap. Basically, today I was able to do some of the stuff that I've been wanting to do. A lot of clothing items have been given to Goodwill. The old queen mattress, which was taking up space in my shed, is now bye byes. We had a nice couple who needed a extra bed come by and pick it up. We can't sell it, so it's like, hey, it's yours, it's free. It was advertised on our local neighborhood website and the AOL marketplace for Rolla. So got rid of the queen size mattress and all its components, plus an old air purifier that basically it's too noisy, and we don't really need it no more. So that's all gone. I've cleaned up the guest room for my sister-in-law Julie, who's coming out from Vegas to help take care of Jerry. And the only thing I have left to do in there is make the bed, vacuum the floor, and get rid of 2 boxes that are paperwork or stuff that needs to be filed or dealt with by Jerry, and clean out the armoire so my sister-in-law can use it to the best of her ability, because I don't know how long she's staying. She could be staying for weeks or months. I don't know. She might even be here until Christmas. I don't know. So, how many siblings does Jerry have? Well, she's got three older sisters, an older brother, and she did have a younger brother, but he passed away last year. So now she's got 4 siblings. Yeah. Julie, Alicia, Jenny. Yeah. 4 siblings now. It was 5. Actually, it was 6 kids while she was growing. Well, until she was in her teens. 5 kids until she was in her teens, and then Robert was born, and made it 6. So she's from a fairly good sized family. That, in fact, growing up most of her life, growing up most of her life was basically her parents, her siblings, and her grandma, and sometimes cousins staying in a very small house. A house that was only designed for like two parents and then two bedrooms for kids. And I've heard stories. You know, Jerry for a long period of time had to sleep, either on the couch or in a closet, which they turned into the laundry. Well, they turned it into the laundry room. So, yeah, I've heard a bunch of different stories of conditions while they were growing up, and I just kind of went, no wonder she's got problems, or no wonder there's issues, things of that nature. And I mean, I'm an only child, so I don't know. I don't know what kind of issues there was with sibling rivalry, or anything like that. But we all have our horror stories of when we were growing up as kids. So, you know, what was my horror story? Moving every 3 years to a different place or different country. I know people have had it worse than I have in their life. So I'm like, yeah, I know I've had a pretty decent lifestyle growing up, but as Jerry Ann has said, I've got some very interesting stories, and I've been to interesting places in different parts of the country, and born in the Philippine Islands, been to Germany. You know, problem is memories are fading. So I try. That's why I keep some photos of Europe, glasses, goblets, shot glasses, beer stein or two from Germany. You know, but my life has been anything but boring. But I'm gonna go ahead and start signing off because I've been on here for almost an hour, and I only wanted to be on here for like 30 minutes. But people started coming in, and I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, I'll keep it going for a while. But I'm gonna go ahead and start saying my good nights and my farewells because I've got a early day, as all my days are early. Excuse me for kicking my phone. So hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Um, I enjoyed it. I know I did. I will. I'll catch you guys later. Um, sorry. I um, I hope you guys have a good weekend, or at least the rest of it. So until next time, I will see you on the flip side. You guys have a good night. Bye.